In the vibrant city of Lagos, where the streets are alive with energy and opportunities seem endless, lived a young man named Paul. Ambitious and full of dreams, Paul longed to escape the poverty that had weighed down his family for generations. But there was one thing Paul lacked: patience. Paul worked tirelessly as an assistant in a small electronics shop, earning a modest living. One day, while attending to the shop, Paul overheard two customers discussing a business opportunity. This fast-growing investment scheme promised to double any amount of money in just a few weeks. The idea of quick wealth took hold of Paul's mind, and he couldn't let it go. Later that evening, Paul sought out a man known for his flashy lifestyle, Mr. Duro. Rumor had it that Mr. Duro had made his fortune through the very same investment scheme Paul had heard about. Mesmerized by stories of luxury cars and extravagant living, Paul was determined to join the scheme, despite the vague details and the risky initial investment. Paul gathered every naira he had saved, borrowed from friends and family, and even took a dangerous loan from a local lender. With dreams of wealth clouding his judgment, he handed the money over to Mr. Duro, ignoring the warnings from his parents and friends. They had urged him to be patient and cautious, but Paul was blinded by the allure of quick riches. As the weeks passed, Paul eagerly awaited his promised fortune. But instead of seeing profits, Paul began to notice strange behavior from Mr. Duro. Calls went unanswered, and Mr. Duro's once visible wealth seemed to vanish. Panic set in as Paul realized the terrible truth: Mr. Duro had disappeared, taking all the investors' money with him. Paul was devastated. Not only had he lost all his savings, but he was also in debt, deep debt. His relationships with friends and family crumbled as they demanded their money back. Paul felt the crushing weight of guilt and shame. His haste to become wealthy had led him down a path of destruction, and now, he was paying the price. In desperation, Paul turned to the authorities, and Mr. Duro was eventually caught. But the damage had been done. It took Paul years to repay his debts and rebuild his life, but the experience left him with a valuable lesson. Haste in the pursuit of wealth can lead to poor decisions. An unethical path through success requires patience, hard work, and integrity. For wealth gained through honest means is more valuable and lasting than the fleeting allure of easy money. Let Paul's story be a reminder to us all: sometimes, the longest way round is the surest way home.